both national and international. We have our beloved brother who is an author, who is again our Attorney General, who is a wise man intellectually and stimulates audiences wherever he goes with his intellect, his book of knowledge, and all of the good things that support a strong black man to take a strong black stand at this hour. We want to welcome to these airways our beloved Dr. Chairman Emeritus, the Attorney General himself. Thank you for joining us, our attorney, Malik Zulu Shabazz. Thank you, and assalamu alaikum. Black Power.
Yeah, Black Power, and walaikum salam. And Black Power, and more Black Power to the sisters and brothers here in the radio listening audience of Black Power Radio, which is the voice of the new Black Panther Party and the Black Power Movement. Thank you, Brother Imam Akbar Abdul Kareem Bilal, the national spokesman for the new Black Panther Party and the former National Chief of Staff, and otherwise a long-running and steady veteran leader of this organization. We all thank you highly for your years of service and dedication. You're a major reason why we're here. And it's my honor to be on Black Power. Yes, sir. Thank you. It's my honor to be on Black Power Radio, and to the leadership and the members of the new Black Panther Party, and to every organizer out there in every city and every state, all of the organizers of the new Black Panther Party and the organizers of the Black Power Movement. It is my honor to have these few words to speak with you and have these moments with you on Black Power Radio to talk about where we are and where we're headed in the year 2021 as this Black History Month of February approaches us. My sisters and brothers in the Black Power Movement of the new Black Panther Party, this is a very critical year for us. This is one of the most important years in the history of the party, and it could be one of the most important years in your individual liberation histories. However many years you've been in the struggle, this could be one of your most important years. It could be one of your best years. And it should be one of your best years. And this should be one of the strongest years for the new Black Panther Party. And that would be saying something, because over the course of 30 years, this organization has had some strong years. It has had some years where it has been at the top of the news and at the top of the talk of all of America, the new Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. And at other times and other years, we were on top of all of the leading cases that involved the defense of our race, and where Black power needed to be raised, and where a strong stance needed to be taken. That was us. And this is 2021, and I have a strong feeling that such a year can be upon us. Before we go any further, we want to give credit and praise to the Honorable Dr. Khalil Abdul Muhammad. It is by his labor, his sacrifice, and his grace that we are here this evening. And thank God for the Honorable Hashim Nzinga, because it is by his labor and his sacrifice and his suffering, reason why we're able to struggle forth on this phone line. We follow a divine chain of command. And as your chairman emeritus and as your national organizer, I would like to go over with you all some of the plans of what we actually will be doing all throughout the bounds of North America. I'm going to talk about what we're going to be doing and why we're doing it, what actions we're carrying out, and what is the reason, the ideology, what is behind what we're doing. But we damn sure going to be doing some doing. We will not be limited or confined and be an internet group. We will not just be chatterboxing and tagging and poking and joking and on the goddamn Facebook or the goddamn Instagram every day. Because the war is out in the streets, and it is amongst black people. It is not just on the internet. It is true that social media can exemplify, it can magnify whatever it is we're doing on the street, whatever we're doing in the community. But this is not an internet war. This is not an internet group. This is not a text, a phone conference, multi-texting group, messaging and texting, messy messaging and messy texting all the time. We're too busy to be on the internet and Facebook. We got such an awesome schedule we're about to announce at this time. We're too busy to be bogged down texting and chatting and patting and all of that other playing they're doing online. Instagram and just anything. A black woman bent over with her behind in everybody's face, or every photo, or every Instagram. Everybody with their behind in everybody's face. We're too big for that. We're too advanced for that. Man, we are the new Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. My name is Malik Zulu Shabazz. I am a student of Khalid Abdul Muhammad. I am his successor and was his successor as the chairman for this organization. I am the biographer of his book. I am otherwise duty-bound to carry forth his legacy and his ideology, his vision. His vision for what? To build a Black Power movement. I'm here to say to you, sisters and brothers, you are here on the phone line tonight, whether you are in the new Black Panther Party or not, whether you are a black nationalist or not, I'm here to say to you that the way and the only way today is that we must build a Black Power movement. And we must build this Black Power movement by any means necessary. And we must build a common front, like Minister Malcolm X teaches us. And we must build a black or an African united front, like Khalid Muhammad teaches us. And we must build it for Black Power. And we must build it in 2021. And we don't have any time to be worried about trivial things in this world's life. We don't have any time to let sick relations and other type of emotions and petty and small time things get in our way as we have big goals and big directives. We don't have time for jealousy or envy or competition or ego contest or title seeking. Everybody wants a title. I want to be. I'm gonna be the Mid-Atlantic Superman of all men. Well, I'm gonna be the half of the United States God of half of the United States. I'm gonna be the warlord of the North Pole. Negroes want to be everything. They just making up stuff they want to be. But you know what? In all seriousness, the year 2021, according to Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael, who gives us Black Power, he gives us Black Power. We hollering Black Power, but we have to go to the father of Black Power so we can get straight on what we're doing. That's why history is best qualified to reward our research. That's why it's a mandatory study for all in the Black Power movement to study the book of Khalid and other books like Revolutionary Suicide by Huey P. Newton, Seize the Time, A Taste of Power, a few Black Panthers, many books by Malcolm X, including 7 Speeches, the autobiography of Malcolm X, Message to the Black Man by Honorable Elijah Muhammad, The Fall of America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Message to the People by Marcus Mosiah Garvey. When we read and study, that's the first thing we got to do before we start trying to be big and be over somebody and try to think that the power, the real power is in the title. When we study the experts on what we're doing, which is trying to be Black Panthers, trying to be a Black Power movement, we will clearly see that the most effective label that any person can put on themselves is organizer. Organizer. You can't be a minister of defense unless you're a hell of an organizer. The hell you gonna defend if you ain't got nobody to organize with? You can't be a chairperson, a chairman, a chairwoman, unless you're a great organizer. Otherwise, you're just gonna be by yourself. Or just have 1 or 2, unless you're some kind of hell of an organizer. The key in 2021, before we get started, is that everybody has to commit themselves, Black Panther or not, Black militant, school teacher, whoever on this line. We have to be able to raise our hand and say, I am an organizer. Kwame Ture, Stokely Carmichael says that the most effective thing we can be is an organizer. Is an organizer. Cold-blooded thing I see out here on the battlefield of America as I look out here, the most cold-blooded title that Malik Zulu Shabazz sees is local organizer, state organizer. That awesome organizer that know he gonna take every square mile and every square inch of their city, and they're gonna make sure that the agenda that I announced to you